Hello class, today we are going to be reading a story called Same, Same But Different. The author is Jenny Sue Kostecki Shaw. Before we get reading our book though, I want to go over some important vocabulary that will be talked about throughout this book. So, here's what I have. And our first vocabulary word is going to be different. Different is an adjective, which is a descriptive word. And it means it is not the same as another or another. Another vocabulary word that we are going to be talking about is same, which is also an adjective. And it is of an identical type or exactly similar. Now, before we begin, I want you to take a look around the room with your classmates and try to think how you are different than them. You know, whether it's your hair color or your height, it could be anything. You may have blue eyes while one of your friends has brown eyes. Just think in your head, don't say anything out loud, how you might be different than somebody else. Just keep that in your mind as we go along throughout the book. So here we go. Same, Same But Different by Jenny Sue Kostecki Shaw. In art class, I painted a picture of my world. My teacher mailed it across the oceans. So here we have a picture of students drawing, and here is the picture of what a student drew, and it looks like her world. A boy drew back with colors of the sea. This is my world. Same, same but different. P.S. Who are you? So here we have the picture of his world. And this person also asks, P.S. Who are you? My name is Elliot, and I love to climb trees. My name is Kalash, and I love to climb trees too. Same, same but different. This is me. P.S. Do you live in a tree? So I want to take a minute and have us think. What is happening in the first few pages that we have just read? What do you think is going on with, how in the first page we have a, child draw a picture of what her world looks like, and then we have another child draw a picture of what their world looks like. So take a minute and think, and I'm going to call on one of you to tell me what is going on in the first couple of pages we just read. Great. Yes, that is correct. Two children live in different worlds. Even though it is different, they do have things that are the same. So even though these two individual children are living in different worlds, they do have things that are different from each other, but they also have things that are the same. Good job, guys. Now we're going to continue. This is me. Here we go. That is my treehouse where I play. I live in a red brick building with my mom, dad, and baby sister. I live with my family too. All 23 of us, my mom, dad, sister, brother, grandmother, grandfather, aunties, uncles, cousins. So as we can see from this page, this family lives with just their mom, dad, and baby sister, whereas this family lives with everybody, their grandparents, their aunts, uncles, cousins. I want you to take a minute and think, who do you live with? Do you live with just your mom, dad, siblings? Is it just you? Are you the only child? Or are you like this family where, this child lives with his aunts, uncles, he lives with everybody? Great. And our animals. We can see that this little boy has a bunch of different animals. I have pets too, but not nearly as many as you. Same but different. P.S. What does it look like where you live? Here's our picture. A great river flows through my village. Peacocks dance under the trees shaped like umbrellas. The sun is giant and especially hot here. So here's our picture of the river and the peacocks, and they have a very bright sun illustrated in this book because he did say that it is very hot where he lives. In my city, the sun hides behind buildings as tall as the sky. Taxis, buses, and cars fill the streets. Whereas this person lives in a city where there are tall buildings around and a lot of traffic all the time, traffic coming and going. So it's probably like a city where this child lives. Here, there are few cars and still too much traffic. Same but different. Whereas this little boy, they use animals to get around places. They, just like we have here, a couple hours away, I know Lancaster has horse and buggies. This guy, he has a picture of him on an elephant. So it is very different where he lives compared to the other child that lives in the city with tall buildings and vehicles, what many of you are probably used to. But they do have things that are similar, that are the same. I ride a bus to school with my friends. So do I. Same but different. So they found something that they have the same, even though they live in two worlds. They both ride buses to school. Even though this bus looks a bit different than this one, it's still a different, the same way of transportation. They take a school bus to school. Now, I want to take a minute, really quick, class, I'm sorry. While we continue to read and finish up our book, I want you to think how you are same but different than somebody else. I want you to keep that in your head, because at the end of this book, I'm going to ask you. So I want you to think about that in the back of your head while we finish up this book. Okay. This is our alphabet. This is our alphabet. Same but different. So as we see here, it's, this alphabet compared to this alphabet. They are different, but they both are learning about the alphabet in two different worlds. So yes, they are, different, but it is also the same. My favorite class is art, where I can be anything. My favorite class is yoga, where I can be anything. Same but different. Here's our picture. This boy loves art class, and this one loves yoga. This is how my friends and I say hello. So, for this boy, they clasp, shake, they secret spiral, they snap, or they bump. Whereas this one, this is how my friends and I say hello. Same but different. So both of these boys both have ways to say hello to their friends and family. They are different, but they are the same. We're best friends, even though we live in two different worlds. Or do we? Do you think that these two individuals live in two different worlds? Different, but the same. So here is the world, and they are across it on different sides. And here is a picture of, their letters going back and forth. So these two boys were sending letters back and forth to one another. And they realized that even though they live in two different worlds, they have things that are the same. And here I wanted to show you the back of the book, which I thought was pretty cool. Here's a picture of each of the boys putting their letters in the mail and sending them off to each other. Okay. Now that we have finished the book, remember how I asked at the beginning of the story, how are you the same but different from somebody? I am the same but different from my friends in England. Their lifestyle is very different than mine, but we do have things that are the same. Even though we live in different worlds, we have a bunch of similarities. How are you the same but different? Great. Now, before we finish up, I want you to know that it is okay to be different. Every one of you are perfect in your own way. Even though you are different from somebody else, you still have something that is unique about yourself. And you need to, you need to feel okay with this. Not everybody is the same. Everybody is different. They have their own flaws, but it is okay to be different. You are who you are. The end. Bye, guys.